want to have a new cleanness. A new cleanness. I'll explain. We could simply call it a new consecration. Now this is important because consecration is so critical. Holy living is critical, but don't miss this. Not because it changes God, because it changes you. God's already moved. Jesus is not going back on the cross. It's the finished work of the cross. But a new cleanness, a new consecration changes you and improves your own receptivity. It's like going from a black and white TV to HD. You get a clearer picture of what he's calling you to do because you've consecrated yourself. There's a new cleanness. You're making your body a living sacrifice so that there's no static or interference in what he's trying to communicate with you. Verse 18 tells us this. Luke 15:18 says this. I will arise and go to my Father, and I will say to him, here we go, a new cleanness or consecration. Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. Watch him take ownership. Notice he didn't say, well, I'm only young, you know, I'm just single, I'm Italian, I'm West Indian, it's a big city, you can't help him, I can't help myself. No, he said, look at the ownership he took. He said, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. You know 1 John 1:9, it says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Turn to 2 Timothy 2, verse 20. 2 Timothy 2, verse 20. We're talking about a new cleanness / consecration / cleaning yourself up. Consecrating yourself, removing the sin. Sin hinders reception. Sin hinders your ability to hear what God is trying to communicate. It makes you double-minded. It causes you to lose your boldness. James 1 talks about how a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But notice what it says. This is deep. Please pay attention. It says, let not that man think that he shall receive anything from God. Notice it didn't say that, let not that man think that God will give him anything. Please listen. Because God's already given it, but that man won't receive it because he lacks the boldness, because he's shucking and jiving, because he's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because he doesn't have confidence in God, because he doesn't have confidence in himself. Let not that man think that he shall receive anything.